Hello, everybody. Good day, good day, good day. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everyone, wherever you may be. Hope this video meets you good health. Hope everybody is well. God bless you all. What I want to talk about today is about family, children, especially our children, and languages we use at home. The language we use to speak to the children, the language that we use to bring them up is very, very important. It's very important because it's what the parents speaks at home that the children pick up. It's not that they cannot speak another language outside, they can, but mostly it's the language that the parents speaks at home that is more important. For example, if they are given a form from school to fill, they always in the form they always write what language does the parent speak to the child at home, or what language do the parents speak at home. They always have asked that language that question. So you see, it's important what language we speak to the children at home. Now, when I traveled to Nigeria, I found that a lot of families, especially the young families, speak English to their children, whereas there are Igbos, Hausa, Yoruba, Igala, Nupe, um, Tapa, all sort of under language, but they don't speak their own language at home. They tend to speak English to the children. And I remember visiting my brother in Abuja one time, and I was trying to speak my language, and he said to me, "Oh, yeah, you have to speak English to the children. They don't speak our language." Okay, I speak English to them because I want to communicate with the kids. And later I was speaking to the mother in Hausa who speak, both of them speak good Hausa, and they also have their own languages. And then I turn around again, I start speaking Hausa again to the children. Again, the father corrected me that they don't speak that language. I should speak English. I was like, why do I have to speak English to them? I'm home. Why they don't speak it? They don't speak your language or speak Hausa at least. One of the of the language or one of the local language. He said no, that in the school they only are allowed them to speak English in the school. In the school, this is okay because in the school that is the general language to communicate with everybody else. There's a whole bunch of children who come to the school with different languages, but so the schools choose one general language they can communicate with everybody. That's why it's okay for them to choose English, which is the official Nigerian language. But that official Nigerian language does not extend to the home of the family. Does not mean that we, the family at home, must speak the English that the children communicate with in the school also at home. It does not apply to the family at home. You see, it's important that you pass your culture, your language on to your children. Believe me, your children not speaking your language, they miss out in a lot of things. Number one, you, the father or the mother, single-handedly throwing away your language. You are throwing away your language, which is not good. By not speaking that language to that child, you are throwing it away. That child is the continuation of your bloodline, of your culture, of where you come from. And you are indirectly telling the child, hey, forget that. You don't have to speak my language. It's not necessary. It's not important. But it is important. By speaking that language at home, you are telling that child, this is our culture. This is how we speak this language. When they speak it, they don't speak it right, you can correct them. You communicate with your children in your language, in your house, as early as possible. In fact, even when they are in the stomach of their mother, when you want to talk to because there are parents who communicate with their children when they are pregnant. Speak your language. They hear you. Yes, they hear you. When the child is born, speak your language. It's a beautiful thing. You are passing all your language, you are passing all your culture, you are letting that child know where that child comes from, your origin. By not speaking, some parents seem to think that it's a privilege or it's a prestige for their children not speaking their language and only speak English where they went out, speaking the English language where they go out, that is a prestige to them. It is not. It is not a prestige, my dear. It is a prestige where they have to speak it, somewhere else in the school or in another place that they don't speak the local language. That is a prestige for you because the child can express themselves, can explain something, can make a point speaking the English language. But not speaking your language at home, it is not a prestige, it's not a privilege. In fact, it's an insult to your language. It is an insult to where you come from. I feel so bad when I grown up, when I was bringing up my children and I wasn't speaking my language to them. I regret it. I regret it. To this day, I regret it. They pick up languages here and there. They can speak a little bit, but it could have been better. It could have been better if I started it from day one, that my kids can speak my language and they can speak it good, understand my language. They speak English, but English is not my language, just a Nigeria official language, which Nigeria imposed on us to speak because of the Madam Elizabeth who colonized us. But what is not my local language? I'll be proud today if my children can speak Okula or can speak Hausa or can speak Yoruba or Igbo. I don't mind. There is something beautiful when your family, your children speak your language. You see, in this time of technology, in this time of BBC, CNN, Al Jazeera, Facebook, Instagram, and WhatsApp, social media, language is very, very important. You don't see that how children can communicate. People use their language to write. Like you go to Instagram now, you go to a Turkish page. They use their Turkish language to write what they are saying. You can scroll through the whole comment. You find only one or two another language or the English language. All the rest is their language. Go through a Chinese posting. Somebody posts something on YouTube or on Instagram, and you want to read it, and you find that all the comments is all in Chinese. You go to Arabic page, you see all the comments they make it there, they write it in Arabic. So my dear, why can't we write in our own language? Why can't you teach your child how to speak and write Igbo? Why don't you teach your child how to speak and write Yoruba? Why would we teach our children how to speak and write Hausa? Let them communicate in Hausa. Let them communicate in Igbo language. Let them communicate in Igbo. Write it. Your child is a privilege for them to learn as multiple language as they can. You see, children are sponge. They absorb things. They absorb languages. They absorb everything in their surrounding. You come today, yeah, I happen to see a child who at the age of 4 years speak almost 5 languages. 4 years old child speak almost 5 languages. The mother speaks Spanish, and at home she refused to speak any other language than Spanish to that child. The father is French. You always speak French to the child too. At the age of when the child mouth open, she was speaking French. She was speaking Spanish with the mother. Okay, they invited their grandmother to come. Their grandmother their grandmother speak Portuguese, Spanish, which is another different kind of Spanish again. That one speaks her own to the child, and the child speaks that one. Their I think the mother cousin, or I don't know what she is, a nephew or a cousin who came from England was living with them. She also see what they are doing, and she said, okay, she want to join in. She starts speaking English to the child. That child was speaking French, Spanish, Portuguese one, and then the English that the cousin or the nephew was speaking. Then you have to go to school. And here it's compulsory that when a child starts school, speaks Netherlands, Dutch, Netherlands. Automatic, that child pick it up. By the time the child was 4 years old, he can turn around, speak Spanish to the mother, just turn around, the same second, switch, and speak French to the father, speak English to me when I come around, fluently, speak Netherlands to the children they are speaking with. And when the Portuguese come around, he speak Portuguese as well. That's a 4 years old child. This child now tomorrow can be an interpreter anywhere. You don't know where your child gonna head up. Your child can be posted, for example, in Nigeria now, they do NYC. Your child can be posted from Igbo land to Sokoto, or from Sokoto to Yoruba land. Is it not beautiful for that child from Sokoto speaking Yoruba? Or is it not beautiful for the child posted from Igbo land to Hausa land speaking Hausa? Or speaking your languages? All the languages? What is wrong with that? Okay, it's not within our power, the parents, for the children it's not compulsory in Nigerian school curriculum that they must speak all these 3 languages. It's just that in Nigeria curriculum, I think they said you have to speak the English, and then you have to speak and write your dialect, your local language. Maybe, for example, if you are in Nigeria, if you are a Nigeria child in the school, you speak English, you have to write and speak Hausa, or you have to write and speak Yoruba, or you have to write and speak Igbo. Okay, which is good. That one, you don't have power over it, that in the school, the child must speak the same Yoruba, learn Igbo, or learn Hausa altogether. You have no power as a parent over that. But at home, you have the power. It's in your hand. You can learn your child your language at home. That's one thing I'm very, very proud of the Ghanaians. Here in Europe, you see the Ghanaian, you go to their home, you will never hear a Ghanaian parents speaking English or Netherlands to their parents, to their children. They speak their language, their dialect to their children. In their home, they're always speaking their language. Always, they speak their language. You hardly go to a Ghanaian family and hear them speaking English or speaking Netherlands. If they come outside, you speak English to them, they will speak English. If you speak Netherlands, they will speak Netherlands. But them at home, in their home, they never do that. Your child can be an interpreter tomorrow. You don't know where your child gonna head up. Today is just a baby in your hand, in your home. Your child, you are pampering him or her, thinking that speaking English, you are doing him. You are. It's a. You are giving that child a privilege by allowing them to speak the English at home. No, you are not. You don't know where your child gonna head up. Your child can be an interpreter tomorrow. Your child can travel to another country. Your child can be an ambassador of to another country, to a people who speak multiple language. For example, an ambassador is posted from Nigeria to Belgium. In that Belgium, it's a lot of Nigerians speaking different languages. But he's an Igbo man, or the ambassador is an Hausa man, or the ambassador is a Yoruba man. But when he have the advantage of speaking those three languages, he can communicate with everybody. You understand what I mean? Your child can be an interpreter today. He work as an interpreter. He interprets everywhere. Your child today, you see children in Abuja, they are Hausas. They don't speak Hausa. And they live and they bear the name of an Hausa person, but they don't understand the word of an Hausa person. They don't speak the language. And when they go for interview tomorrow, they want to interview them. For example, an Igbo man, we have a child, Tochukwu. The parents of Tochukwu never speak Igbo for them at home. Maybe they hear it or they understand, but they don't speak it at home. This child grown up speaking English. And tomorrow, he go to a ministry and they are interviewing people, and they are able to see a good Igbo man there who want to give that position, really want to help the child to have that job because he heard the name Tochukwu. But when he starts speaking to Tochukwu starts answering him back in English. Every time he asks a question, Tochukwu answer back in English. Give the answer back in English. Every time it's English. Then he will understand that Tochukwu is just Tochukwu in name. Does not understand, it does not speak Igbo. He will decide, okay, we'll get back at you. We'll get back to you. Let us do the interview and finish the selection. We'll get back to you. He will take that job and give to Chika or Chidima, who can speak right, who understand, speak, and write Igbo. And you can't blame that person. It's not his fault that your child don't speak the language. So you see, it's important. It's very, very important that we learn our children how to speak our language. Hold on to it. By doing that, you are holding on to your culture. You are holding on to your language. If you don't teach your child a certain language, that child grow up. It's a Yoruba child. He speak only English. He does not speak Yoruba. And that boy went up to Abuja, grown up in Abuja, end up marrying an Hausa or an Igbo girl. And if that Igbo girl is a smart one, she speak her language to your child, automatically your child has lost their lineage. You can only have their lineage in blood, but their language, that child will not speak again. You only speak the language of the mother, who is a Yoruba or who is an Igbo. The man's language is lost. Why? Because the father never speak Igbo to that child. The mother speak Yoruba to the child. So the child follow the language of the mother. Or vice versa, the mother does not speak Yoruba, the father speak Igbo at home, and the child start to speak Igbo. The mother language is lost. It doesn't matter who, but it's very, very important that we teach our children our language. Our language get lost along the way where we don't teach our children. And where the children language is lost, it's a shame. Where our language is lost, our children don't pick it. That means they will speak it to their own children. That means that one will not speak also to their children. So generation of loss of language is going. Give 10 to 20 years time. If a local people practice that thing, in 10, 50 years time, that community language will be lost forever. I hope you now get my point. What I'm trying to point out, our people, let's preserve our language. By preserving it, we are preserving our culture. We are preserving our heritage. Speak your language at home. It does not matter what language you speak. Speak it at home to your children. It's very, very important. It's very important. Thank you, my people. I hope you people have subscribed and give me a thumb up to support my video. See you next time. Have a nice day.